All right, go.
I'm rocking with Don Kalam.
Let's go.
Guys, welcome to Maverick Approach Live. Maverick here, the coincidence specialist. And of course, we got Devon True.
The outcome specialist.
And we got some special guests in the house for today's live. I want to introduce, well, I'll let you guys introduce yourselves because we got some special guests in the house. They're going to teach you guys about some money, about how the whole sovereign system works and everything I'll be talking about.
We're going to give y'all some game. We're going to give y'all some game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Don Kalam, man. Y'all can look me up on Instagram. It's a pleasure to be here with y'all, too.
Appreciate
both of
it.
y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Sure.
I just asked them to bring it down a little bit for me because, you know, they on a whole different level. Bring it down. We're going to teach you a little bit about the system and your name being a business.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm Equity Mac. You can catch me on Instagram, 1MPMTB.
Yes, sir.
We're going to teach you how to structure yourself correctly, get out of the sole proprietorship because you're not benefiting from that. And, you know, broski already operating like that. So it's great to be in here and see the nepotism and how y'all got the family really structured. So it's
sure.
another
Absolutely.
that's amazing.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
So you guys can see on the screen, we got the chat live. So we got
Happy birthday to Christy. She said it's her birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Peace and love.
birthday.
Happy
Birthday
celebrate
shots.
time.
We're going to take some for you tonight.
Drop your cities below. Drop your cities below. Let us know where you guys are at. Drop your cities below. Or if you're in your different country, drop your country below. All right.
Reckless Podcast. Shout out Reckless.
What up? What up? We see you.
Oh, yeah. We pouring in.
We got Pensacola in the house.
Shout out to Pensacola.
What up? Drop your cities below. Drop your cities below.
Rosicrucianism.
They in there.
Youngstown,
They say-
Ohio, in the building.
We got Youngstown. What's up? What's going on?
They pouring in.
Pouring in. So today we're going to start with, you know, money is a matrix, you guys. So you guys already know how I feel about the whole current system and what we're going into with the blockchain system and tokenization. And these guys, man, let me just tell you that we did our research. They know what they're talking about.
Absolutely.
And even before, you know, they came on and whatnot, we checked them out. And it's important to know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? Because a lot of people are just going on camera and just saying certain things and not knowing the systems and the laws and the acts. These guys do, okay? So with the trust system, you guys know I touch on that. They're going to break it down.
They're moving like Neo in the Matrix. I know that. That's how they moving.
I appreciate that.
100%.
So if people don't know you, Dom, we'll start with you. Break down who you are and what you do exactly.
All right. So when I started coming into the game, I started hearing a lot of misinformation. But when I learned that my name was a business, like I had a Fed case, counterfeiting money. And when I realized in the Constitution, it says only Congress can provide punishment for uttering counterfeit securities. The dollar is really a security of the United States. And that's when I just started learning the money system. It was like trademark infringement, really, if you counterfeit money. It wasn't a financial crime. And then I started learning that courts was all about taxes. If you look up 28 U.S.C. 2002, subsection 2, court means any court created by Congress, excluding the United States tax court. And then even Article 3 of the Constitution states that the Supreme Court is created that creates the lower courts, the Supreme Court. That's where the supreme power rests. Any inferior courts have to get permission from the Supreme Court or Congress. So when you have a traffic ticket or any case with not a real crime, if there's no crime, no victim, it's not a real crime.
Right.
So I said that wrong. So
Talk about it. No,
if there's no
you got
victim on the so like a drug charge, I don't want to get too deep. I don't want people selling drugs or doing nothing like that. Or
Not at all.
Yeah. I don't get it. But
We are
there's
not
no
endorsing
real
it.
victim. So
For
I
sure.
just talk about cannabis starting off
Right.
because now it's being legal. So remember, we used to go to jail for that.
Right.
But cannabis is really a flower.
Mhm.
And when you call it marijuana, is the language right there. So,
Right.
but it's a victimless crime, and they
Right.
was locking people up for this. And if you knew that your name was a business, and get out certain scopes of being a citizen versus national, I know you might have studied some of this.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too deep because it's a thin line with people. Because people was like, he's wrong, da, 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 da. So you got to study the law.
Yeah.
But your name is a business, and I tell people just think about Michael Jordan. I tell people think about Donald Trump, and now I can tell them think about Maverick. Your name, you use your name as a business in
Correct.
commerce.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start using that as a reference, just like, hey man, Maverick is the business. Your name is the business. This
Right.
is the
Sure.
business accounts, all of that. So
Yeah. So if you guys don't know exactly what he's talking about, so just look on your driver's license. Why is your name in all caps? Okay.
that's it.
Because when you establish a corporation, it's in all caps. So why is your name in all caps? Because you're a business. Okay. We can go into the birthing system. We can go into why your birth certificate is on bond paper. I've even looked up.
That's deep.
I'm telling you, it gets crazy. So the fact that even when you are looking up your social security number, which is actually your bank account,
Wow.
you go into how many trades, how much money you're worth. So you guys know I touched on that. So I actually I wish I could pull it up. I don't know if they still have the website, but remember the website I was telling you about
Right.
where you pull up your all your trades on the account
Correct.
through the DTCC?
Yep.
It's crazy.
I don't think that you can go there no more. It was like the GEI or something like
Yeah,
that.
the the
utility.
GMEI. Yeah, the global market identity. No. Sorry, the global market entity identifier. That's what it was. And then they took that away in 2023. And after that, because I had a video go viral, and then they took it down like 6 months later. But
They said Maverick looked like he getting money.
Maverick is on a whole different level of money. So when you that's what I'm saying. When you understand you are the bag, he understands he is the bag. You know,
Absolutely.
you know. My business partner Equity, I brought him in just to co-sign some stuff because, like I was telling you, when he made his name a business, he was able to get out traffic tickets.
Right.
You know, so that's another form. If anybody Googles this, you can look up BANC, bank. That's a bank or bank. That's the seat on which a judge sits. So every courthouse is really a bank. That's why they have clerks.
so break that down.
That's
So how
game.
did
That's
you do
game.
that?
So what I did was, my name was an LLC prior, because I started my nonprofit in Denver. Also, I LLC the name, but I transferred it as a foreign entity. And so I don't know. After that, I just got pulled over like 3 different times. You know what I'm saying? I used to drive professionally, so I really don't get pulled over. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just happened like 3 times in a row, ironically. So that was kind of weird. But all I did was walked in there. I told everybody when I started learning the Latin, I'm sui juris. I told everybody, the bailiff, everybody in
Versus
there.
what? Pro se.
Yeah, yes,
So break that down.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah,
So
hold on.
So in the beginning was the word, and the word was God. Shout out to the universe and divine source. So this is the approach I took. It's a spiritual journey. It's not finessing the system, because they operate how they operate, but there's a certain morality that they operate off of. That's why when you identify the fraud and you're able to articulate it correctly, they'll give you what you want and fix the record. But once I learned the words, like I'm looking like, because capital, where's the judge at? He's at the Capitol. What's another word for capital? What do we use capital for?
Right.
It's money. And so he's at the bank. So the word sui juris, pro se, we're not, English is a copywritten language. We can't use that in there to combat the Roman Catholicism. You have to speak Latin because the real law we're under is the 12 bronze tablets.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So sui juris means that you're competent, legally competent, because majority of you all who are operating as a sole proprietorship, you're not competent. Even if you do get the LLC, you're still not considered competent. You got to send in the Minnesota 22 rule, to let them know that you're an adult and legally fit. You know what I'm saying? Because when people
don't they have to don't they tell you that you're not legally competent? That's why you have to get a lawyer.
Facts.
Yes,
that's facts.
So a lawyer speaks for you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then if you look up any attorney, it's going to say LLC or LLPs. They're businesses. So attorneys can only represent other businesses.
Absolutely.
A persona is a corporation. And that's under 28 USC 3002 subsections 2. I believe it's 10, something like that. Don't quote me on that. Just look it up for yourself. But a person is a persona or a corporation.
Yeah. Or a trust.
Because you can operate in commerce with your entities.
Right.
A lot of people, when they start becoming entrepreneurs, kind of understand this a little bit better.
Right.
But like the sui juris, when I first came across it, and this is why I teach all my students, but the sui juris means your right to contract. You're mentally capable of contracting.
Absolutely. Right. Hold on. I'm gonna share this live. I see you guys in the chat. I'm gonna share the live. Make sure you guys are all in here.
Oh, they're loving it. They're loving
they're
it.
loving the
They're loving
information.
information.
I see you
Yeah.
guys.
We give you news you can use so you won't lose.
that's it.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? Tap into the private cash. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
jump on in here, you guys. So we just getting started. We're talking money. We're talking about, the matrix. I call America as the matrix. That's why
Yeah.
this whole subject that we talk about, it is a matrix because they built the
Absolutely.
system to work for them, not for
Correct.
us.
Absolutely.
People don't even know they're a business, let
Yeah.
alone go through all this. Like, sounds like make believe, sounds like a scam,
Yeah.
sounds fake.
Yeah.
There's no trust. It's like, well, how many numbers in your social security? 9. How many numbers in your bank account?
9.
9. They
That's
just
deep.
fool you with the dashes.
That's deep.
Absolutely.
yeah.
That's deep.
So you're really the bank.
Even your
Facts.
zip code is tied to an account.
Yeah.
Facts. So when I first started learning this, because HJR 192, we come across that, how they took all the gold away. We got off the gold standard, then again with Nixon or something like that.
71.
But
He took
this-
us off the gold. Sorry, not the gold standard, the petrodollar.
The petrodollar. Okay.
Right.
So when I started learning, they said that was the first New World Order, HJR 192. That's when they created the Social Security number.
For
So
sure.
that's what pays for everything. And a lot of people don't understand that Social Security is an actual trust.
Right.
And that's what started blowing my mind. And then learning the difference between legal tender and lawful money or lawful currency.
hmm
So, the dollar is just legal tender. It's not really a lawful currency because it's not backed by gold.
Right. Gotcha.
So-
Actually, no, sorry. That was the gold standard in 71. Gold standard. They took away the gold in 1933 when they made it basically illegal to hold on to gold.
Emergency Banking Act.
Yeah. So when they told us, hey, turn in your gold for these IOUs, it's a promise to pay, that's when we had to turn in the gold.
That term from the full faith and credit.
Right, exactly.
And
So,
so
that's what it was.
The United States is actually a full is a faith-based organization.
Right.
So
So when you
That's
have, because it blew my mind because I didn't think about it when you said it the other day when I was talking about prime ministers.
Right.
It's the prime minister.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's all in the
And then-
language.
and then-
Damn.
And then think about the government over here. Administration. You're adding a minister.
Yeah.
Administer.
Oh.
You're adding a minister. So everything is church versus state.
so administer to your state.
Damn.
So that's what I like to teach people first is
Yeah.
the faith-based organization, the 508c1A, faith-based trust.
Mm.
So everybody's family is a trust. If you have
Mhm.
offspring, you have children, you teach them about God. That's how I look at it. You pray over your food.
Right.
Everything is
Yeah.
faith-based. You have to make sure your kids have clothes. So if you had a faith-based organization, you can just be having this take care of the family. It's just in order to be a member, you have to be a family member, either by blood or marriage.
Mm.
Right.
I mean, ain't that how the KKK and other people work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
100%.
website that mentioned the utility, you
Yeah.
are the transmuting utility.
Right.
So that's the infinite intelligence. And so how the major churches, how they are able to tax and operate, they use the W-9 because now you can tax that utility that you're transmuting.
Right.
You know what I'm
Got you.
saying?
So where'd you guys start your journey? How'd you guys learn all this?
I was just
stuff?
about to say that.
I was in the feds and ran across the Moors, got initiated with the Moors.
Mhm.
And it wasn't really law starting off. It was more spiritual knowledge and universal laws and things like that. But it led me to studying law.
Mhm.
And then that got me out the feds. And the first thing I got rid of, though, when I got out the feds was child support.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Peace and love. It's your boy Don Kalam, and welcome to Dream Keepers Radio, that private life podcast. You're here, tuned in with your boy, and this is brought to you by Follow the Yellow Brick Road by Don Kalam. Search the book on Amazon now. Go get the book and uncover the matrix and how the United States is operating in the financial marketplace. Much peace and love.
which is illegal, you guys, by the way.
Yes. It's illegal. Child support is illegal.
It's actually illegal. And I've been saying this and we've been talking about it because they weaponize the system to where they remove the man from the family unit and they incentivize the woman because as soon as she gets on welfare, guess what? They open up a child support case against the man right away without her consent.
Domino effect.
Yeah.
I like that you brothers will tell the truth about these things, you know, because it really is destroying our communities.
For sure.
Even like Section 8 housing, like it's the energy, because y'all understand energy.
Yeah.
It's an energy pattern tied to that that's going to get the man out the house.
Right. Exactly. And what about you? I didn't want to skip over you.
It's all good. It's all good. But let me add this. You know, child support is illegal, but it's unlawful for you to take care of your seed. So take care of your responsibility.
Facts.
I like that.
And,
I like
and
that.
that's the part people don't get.
Yeah.
Facts.
They're connecting the two, saying child support is taking care of your kids. No, taking care of your kids is taking care of your kids.
Absolutely.
The child support
Facts.
is the system trying to be the daddy. That's the part. Like that's what UBI comes from. That's the next part where everybody is on UBI and they want everybody to rely on.
Put everybody on the plantation.
They're like, we're gonna be everybody's daddy.
Yeah.
Y'all don't think they'll do that after the history that we currently have already surpassed?
For sure.
And now they got self-driving cars. You don't think they'll try that with the robots? Like we better get straight.
And what are cars on what roads? Commerce.
Yeah, exactly.
So who's operating in commerce now?
They are.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So now we're completely in their jurisdiction. No matter what, they can drive you straight to the jail.
Facts.
They don't agree with something, they don't even fucking matter.
That's deep.
Yeah.
They don't gotta do nothing.
They ain't gotta do nothing, bro.
And they're gonna know if your status is corrected or not. They're probably gonna. So that's why the word is that y'all better get on the legalities. Go get Black Laws dictionaries, and things like this, color of law dictionaries. So you know you just have something to combat them with.
Yeah.
He wanted to know though, what led you to this? Like,
so I started off with learning the credit game. You know, because I come from an under knowledgeable family, so I'm just trying to make everything right. So learning the laws of the credit repair, I see how they're mentioning natural people, unnatural. So they acknowledge the divine source, but they don't respect him, and they're banking on you not knowing who he is.
Right.
So just following that route, then I got a Dropbox file with Broski on there. And then it just took me to a whole nother level with the LLC in the name. And so I just been putting that into use. And then with the real estate, your body is in the state. You know what I'm saying? They know that we don't live, on earth. They know we are housed in our body. You know what I'm saying? So once I did that, went into the court, tell them, hey, I'm sui juris. I'm friends of the United States. It's an LLC here. They're giving me receipts with 0.00 payments on there. You know what I'm saying? Saying that's what I owe. So I'm like, okay, this thing is working. So it just got deeper and deeper. If I would have had my fee schedule on there, I would have been able to turn up and actually got compensated for my time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah. 2 points. So that's why I tell everybody to look on their back of their actual money because it's Latin.
Yeah.
Facts.
Absolutely.
That's the system we're in. And again, if you look into the Constitution and all these other things, people don't really read any of this shit because all debts to be paid by the actual U.S., the government,
Facts.
not us.
Facts.
So when you sign, that's the signatures, like that's the money.
Yeah.
So you're assuming liability right away.
Signature means sign of nature.
Yeah.
We're supposed to autograph things.
Right.
So when I first started learning these things, I want to start learning that there's a difference between the private sector and then the public sector. When you think about public housing, public defender, public assistance, this all comes from the government. The private sector is what creates the public sector. So everything's done in the private first. So like the Amish, they move in the private sector.
Right.
The higher ups of Jewish people, they move in the private sectors.
Yeah.
And they do that with private family trust. And that's how they're able to stay private. Because families are the ones who create these cities and states. They're all corporations.
Right.
It's private families running every city.
Yeah. 100%.
Like people don't know that. Counties, that's a whole different family.
Yeah. Somebody said a bunch of satanic ritualism going on. That's a fact.
Facts.
You guys understand that this whole system that has been built in America,
that's facts.
It's a cult. It's one big cult. E pluribus unum. I'm paraphrasing, but it's from one comes many. That sounds like a cult.
Yeah.
From one comes many, or many out of one.
Yeah.
It starts with one, and then many comes from it.
So when you walk into court, the judge is wearing a mourning robe because he's sad. That's a mourning robe. Mourning means state of sadness.
Yeah.
So he's like the grim reaper. He's reaping your soul because really what they're after is sweat equity. So when you walk into court, he's gonna say, "All rise," because you're supposed to be dead. And now he gave
That
life
was a
to
bar.
He gave
That was
life
a bar.
to the dead. He told
That
you
was a
to rise.
bar. I never thought about that one.
If you want to get deep.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what's
Oh,
on
yeah.
Masonic, right?
Yeah.
So this is why it's court. And anytime you go to court, he's supposed to be the referee. He's
Right.
supposed to be on a level playing field, but he's already up here. So subconsciously, you're already submitting to him.
Right.
And then they use a language called stand down language. Like you sit down and then just the tones and the way they use the words. But it's all, so when you go in, you want to say, I remove all planes and all boxes from this courtroom. This will be a level playing field.
Absolutely.
I appoint you as my honor-bound, duty-bound fiduciary. Because they're the trustees. So what happens is they switch roles. Because with the Cesta K Vi trust, that's what it's called.
Mhm.
If you look up the definition of Cesta K Vi, just look it up. It means beneficiary. You can only be the beneficiary of this trust. It's an insurance policy. You can only be the beneficiary of it. So when you go in there, they switch roles with you. It's a government contract out the gate. That's why I say, do you understand your charge? And then
So even when you say, do you understand? You're under the law.
stand under
You
their
stand
jurisdiction.
Under the law, right?
Yeah. And then think about this. If I say please, that means to beg, right?
Right.
So they give you a plea bargain. You're begging for this bargain.
Oh.
You're giving up all your rights.
all your rights through the words.
All your
All
rights.
in the language.
All in the language because you decided you want to be white or black.
Right.
Because this called color of law. And I know you've studied that color of law.
Yeah.
White or black, that's what they own. You have a right to a nationality.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that their state is like their country. So if you're from Texas, you can say you're a Texan.
Right.
And they have their own
California.
constitution as well.
Right. Correct.
That's
So-
how they know your competency by the words you say. And then, Lady Justice, she can't see; she can only hear. So that's why it's called a hearing. Whenever you do go,
That's deep.
Got you.
And then another thing, because the Bible's a fact in the courtroom, they make you swear on it, which means curse out God. Swear means to curse out.
Right.
Deep. But the living word is in red ink. So everything they do is for the dead in black and white.
which is you're supposed to affirm. That's why affirmations are so powerful.
Right.
So
Even when
needed.
you're writing affirmations,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be writing in, red or blue ink because black ink is essentially just dead.
Right. Dead. Yep.
Got you.
And I look at every court or even the government as a record label because they keep records of you. So this is why it's important to keep like a record label because record label is like a holding company. They don't really own nothing, but they control your intellectual property.
Right. They move you
The
around
name.
like a chess piece.
Yeah.
Somebody said, in other words, fuck Bill Gates.
Yeah, fuck him too.
He knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. So we can even look up Bill Gates though. So it's dissolving now, but their nonprofit was the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Yeah.
But this is how important it is to make your name a business.
Right.
We're handing things down to the family. So when they ask who the grantor is, we say the family. Who's a trustee? The family.
Right.
You don't have to answer any of that.
So when they move around through these corporations with their name on it, so when they enact violence against humanity, like crimes against humanity, this is why they're not really in jail, right?
Right. It's because they have their own private bylaws and things like that. You're like affecting their family.
Right.
They're looking at you as the enemy. That's their religion, freedom of religion.
Yeah, because when I look at all these companies that Bill Gates funds and all these projects that he's funding, so there's a project that he funded called Event 201.
I know about it.
Event 201 was a simulation of COVID 6 months before it actually happened. So he has this simulation happen, which is a respiratory virus, and wanted to see the results of it against humanity. 6 months later, the shit actually happens. I'm like, oh, okay. So this is how they move. And then there's like a whole code behind 201. I don't know if y'all know about the 201 code. This shit is crazy. So 201, it links to a lot of like major events, it's encoded in different, things that happen. It already has the 201 code.
They said they captured, what's his name at 201? The
Maduro?
president. Yeah, that's what I heard. It was
From
201.
Venezuela?
No
Yeah.
shit.
Quit lying, bro.
Swear,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Swear.
I just heard
that.
I just
heard
read me
that.
chills.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. So I learned about it right during COVID, the 201. Where did that take place? Like New York or something?
Yeah.
And he invited like all the higher up like business owners to that stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Told them it was
I
gonna
could
happen.
believe that because the CIA, they have like certain, if you're going through pain, they'll have numbers where you say the number and it'll ease the pain and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, that makes a lot
That's
of sense.
crazy.
Though.
They say y'all cooking so hard, the pot's about to fly off the stove.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go.
just getting
Let's go.
started.
Now we just getting started.
We're
Yep.
gonna read some of y'all comments though. We didn't
we
forget
got
you.
we got a couple super chats in here too.
Yeah. Oh, super chats.
Appreciate the super
Absolutely.
chats, man.
Absolutely.
Nisa said, let's bring it up. Read the book Black Robes, White Justice by
That's lit.
Judge Bruce White.
Have y'all read that one?
I
You heard
haven't
about that
read
one? Okay, yeah, I gotta look into that.
I gotta look into that one. Appreciate you, Nisa. There's more super chats.
Yep, there's another one there.
Somebody said maritime law. Yeah, maritime
That's it.
admiralty law. Yeah.
I seen somebody say Jordan Maxwell too.
Jordan Maxwell to go.
Uh,
Damn, where's the super chat? There any more super
I
chats?
don't know if y'all ever
I
heard of
think it
Patrick
was.
Devine.
No. Break that down. Who's that?
He's passed away now, but he broke down a lot of game, man. He was some country dude from Iowa. He'll cut your ass out too. He dropped that game. He dropped that game.
Right.
A lot
Yeah.
of games.
He's the one. That's why I learned about like you can use your baptismal certificate instead of a birth certificate as identity.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
So how does that work?
yeah, how's that work?
You can look it up on the passport office. They accept baptismal certificates.
So that's pretty much.
It's a public record.
So okay. So why do they recognize that exactly? Because it's from the church,
It's from the church. The church is like its own government. So look at the Vatican. This is its own country.
right?
So every
Vatican
church is
City.
really its own government. You can look up like even Jehovah Witnesses. They have a whole board. They're their own government and they're worth billions of dollars.
Right.
Billions.
So yeah.
So I believe they securitize. I don't want to get too deep, but because I had people reach out to me and say, quit telling people to get the baptismal certificate. If you know about the securitization, how they're securitizing your birth certificate, they're doing the same thing with the baptismal certificates in the big churches.
yeah.
So why people say don't get it?
I'd use it if you're in a jam with the system.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
at the end of the day, you can create your own 501c1a ministry and baptize yourself or have people baptize you
Right.
in your own church. But yes, they do securitize baptismal certificates as well.
Yeah, the church represents life. So when you're reborn again, now you're life. But the corporations, you gotta check the word corpse is a dead body. So
Dead body.
Corpse Asian, right? Asian means to bring action. And y'all can fact check me on all this.
Shout out to Donut. I see you up in here, Donut.
Oh, Donut's in here?
Donut's
Shout
in
out
here.
to Donut. Talking about
What
going
up?
deep.
Yeah, he goes crazy.
That's- yeah.
It's like check out Donut Factory. If you guys haven't checked them out,
Uh-uh.
he decodes like
Oh, that's lit.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna
And
check you out.
he actually interviewed Jordan Maxwell before he passed.
Oh, that's lit.
dope.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
lit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he goes deep.
He's heavy.
That's the thing. I'm very critical. Not too many people impress me when it comes to their content and all that. He's one of those very few people. Donut, he goes in, he does his
That's
research.
lit.
and goes
Shout out
crazy.
Donut Factory.
He
Shout out
goes
to the
crazy.
Donut Factory.
Look him up on YouTube, y'all. Y'all go subscribe to him.
So I want y'all to look this up, y'all. You can use something called baby land deeds,
Mm,
Okay.
patents of nativity,
okay.
as and then even the affidavit of live birth. You
Okay.
can have people that know you, say you were born. You can use these as identity.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah,
in the
I'm
system.
gonna put that down.
Yeah, everybody get your notepads
Yeah, get your
out.
notepads out, guys, because we're gonna be going through a lot of stuff. Because not only this stuff, but we're gonna go into the future, where everything's going with
Yeah.
securitization, blockchain, tokenization. We're gonna go into all that
And that's why I'm here. I'm ready to learn that from y'all.
For sure.
for sure. I'm reading y'all comments. We got a lot of people in here. We got 400 on
400
YouTube.
on YouTube. How many
There
we
we
got on
Let's
X?
go.
Let me see. We
Yep.
got how many on
More
X?
pouring in. We got Kansas in
We got
here.
200. So we got about 600. Let's get to 1,000.
Yeah, let's run it to 1,000. I think really we can get to 1,500 to be
Yeah, we
honest.
can get to 1,500. It's still early.
Yeah, it's just early in the game.
We're giving out some real game. But let me see. I see y'all's comments. I'm getting to them. Somebody said the Call of Duty game. Yeah, we'll talk about that. The Venezuela thing was crazy. The world is a stage. I see you.
Philly.
Let's talk more about those codes though, because you guys know, like, I'm pretty sure you know about them, but like UCC codes and how they use that against you and putting liens. Let people know what UCC is.
Uniform commercial code. So with me, I don't really use them too much. If I dispute some stuff on my credit cards and stuff, that I use them. but it's private codes, and I've used it against the company, and then they use them right back against me. So I started learning different codes. Like there's something called Unidroid as well. You can look this up, but it's all private contract law.
Unidroid.
Okay.
Unidroit.
I hope y'all got your notepads out.
Unidroid. I want y'all to look it up and tell me what the actual definition is. It's private law though, but everything is contract law. So globally, I guess all these countries came through except Louisiana. They wasn't part of the UCC, but they agreed to use this system.
Is that because
for
of
contracts.
Louisiana Purchase?
French, because
Okay.
it's still
French.
French colonials.
Oh, okay, okay.
More like a religious thing. That's why they have parishes.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't have counties that have parishes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
ran a lot differently.
So there's a lot of leeway when you implement that part of the church and
Right.
religion and
Facts.
Because the Bible is a fact in the courtroom.
got you. Damn. Okay. So sorry. Continue.
But no, so yeah, so the first time I ever used the UCC code when I started learning reservation of rights. So UCC 1-308. And it actually worked on in the feds court cases. You could write it on your driver's license if you get a driver's license. It means you reserve all your rights. If there's any type of fraud going on, that it makes that contract void. So, but a lot of us don't know how to preserve our rights. We're giving our rights away to the government.
Yeah,
That's UCC. What? Which?
UCC 1-308.
Hope y'all got your notes.
But
And
you
that's
can,
the
you
thing.
can also just write all rights preserved too and reserve your rights.
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kalam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Kalam reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by Don Kalam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People don't know they're always signing away their rights.
Yes, everything.
Left and right.
Even at the store.
Yeah.
You sign up for a Macy's card or something. You're giving
Yeah.
up your so it's your right to privacy, really. And
Right.
you're giving up your right to privacy. And so everything you do, as soon as you wake up, you turn on a light switch, you're paying the government. You're getting taxed for your lights.
Right.
You're getting taxed to use that water.
Yeah.
That's
And you always want to
everything.
operate in the private, not the public.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's why I like to have like a family foundation or family church. Because churches pay bills, right?
Mhm.
So if you're gonna pay a bill, do it from the nonprofit. So you at least write it off.
Got you.
That's game.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we don't want to go too fast, y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all in the comments.
Yeah.
Man, this is late info for me. Great for the future reference. So yeah, it's never too late, y'all, because we're still in this system.
Yeah.
But where we're going, that's why I'm heavy on the blockchain and crypto and because that's where everything is headed. So we're going from one system to another. So
He's already there.
because people don't want to read that. Yeah, that's another thing too. People don't want to read.
Yeah.
And that they did that on purpose though, because 60% of Americans read below the 9th grade level.
That's facts.
So yeah.
So what I had to learn was etymology. I had to rewrite everything I knew. When I started learning etymology, it just changed my mind. Like smart means to cause pain. Nice means to be foolish.
Right.
So even humble means something that you don't, look up the etymology of humble. I can't remember what it means. It means to be lowly, like a lowly standard.
Yeah.
You want to say you're grounded.
Right.
Queen means head whore, head prostitute.
For real.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. And then even the titles they give us, they give you the title of Mr. This puts you at a slave status.
So break that down. So Mr. is what?
So it really puts you at a slave. It was given to me. I never really like found full proof of it, but it makes sense to me. When the teacher calls you Mr., they call you Mr. in court. So it's of a lowly status. The United States government can't handle out titles of nobility because we're really all royalty. We all came from royal families. Everybody, even though they talk about the 13 families of Illuminati, you're from one of these royal families. You came from royalty.
Right.
In the public education system over here, they teach you that you came from a slave. So for a tree to grow strong, it has to have strong roots. So that's why they teach you your roots were slavery. Jump.
Oh, got you. So they're pulling the wool of people's eyes of where they came from, disconnecting it to where they can run game on you.
Because they don't teach you taxes or law in school.
Of course not.
And then even in law school, bro, I learned the Constitution. I didn't learn nothing.
No.
None of this. None of this.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's again, I see how doctors and lawyers, they're enforcers of the system. Right. So when you're thinking about big pharma, when you're thinking about the legal system, they're the guard dogs of those systems, right? So they're not going to teach you everything within that, the confines of their education walls, but they'll teach you enough to uphold their system.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, Agent Smith. Basically,
that's it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. The reason why I like that is because even when you go to the school, we already know that the public education system, like I said, public sector is a part of the economy that the government controls. So I just need everybody to understand that. So, and then you break even down, register. We used to enroll our children. Now we register them. Regis means king. So you give it up to the crown. Your children. That's why if you don't send your kids to school, that you can get in trouble for truancy. Right. But all the education that's handed down was by a group of people that say, hey, give them books.
Right.
So your knowledge is limited.
Right.
And then it's I learned this from Unc. The part of the brain, it's just one little part of the brain that you use to memorize things. You're not even using your full brain.
Right. Exactly.
You're not even really thinking for yourself.
You're not thinking for yourself. And then the parents is a pair that rents.
That's it.
The child.
So when we will get to child support, that's what I want to break up.
Yeah.
So the pair who rents, you make your name the business.
Right.
Let's just go break this down real quick because homie wanted this for you, homie. So a parent is a pair who rents. He's got it down. So you make your name a business. Then the child or children mean property of the business. They mean they're a byproduct of a business. So if you're the father or the mother, they can't charge you child support in court. You have to be a parent. If you have a son or a daughter, they can't put your son or daughter on child support. You have to be a child or a children. Makes sense?
Right.
So I make my kid's name a DBA from the LLC name. That's how I get rid of it. I got contracts with the kids directly. You can't even interfere with that. Because Article 1, Section 10 says that you can't interfere with a private contract.
So it's a private contract with the kid's name as a DBA.
Yes. I own the name 100% with my name that's an LLC. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So the government name's an LLC, doing business as a children's name. Because only a person can be tried in court, right?
Right.
Not we the people. They changed we the people to a person.
Right.
So a person means persona or per son, one son. Want to be saved through the father. That's why he wears that mourning robe.
Right.
He becomes the father.
And so speaking, just to add on to that,
they cooking, y'all.
Let's go.
They going crazy.
They both got the chef hats on, going crazy.
So just to add on to that, even you're operating incorrectly. So Ball can't tax the child of God. So that's why the trust is so important.
Yeah.
So you're not recognized as a child of God right now. You're recognized as a child of the opposition, where you're not set up correctly through a trust. So you know what I'm saying?
Yep. So you just fucked up.
Identity, status, and then standing. First, they identify you. That shows you your status. And whatever your status is, that shows what you have rights for, which is your standing.
And we can only be saved through the Father.
That's it.
So
you don't even want to cross. So, if you look at every courtroom, it looks like a church. Got pews and everything. So that bar right there, you do not want to cross it without reserving your rights first. Because as soon as you cross it, you've given up all your rights.
Absolutely.
Right. And then in that bar, that's like a sand bar that they put up or something, like because you're in
it's
like
a
Dead
box.
Sea.
Yeah. So those are dry. Those are courts are dry dock ships. Yeah. So the reason why they go off of admiralty because they knew the Great Flood was real.
Right.
And so So after the Great Floods, these were the first waters to emerge.
Right.
That's why America is what it is. Everybody risked their life to get here because, they know that the divine source chose this land for a reason.
Right.
But those are dry dock ships. So
that's why when you're birthed by a doctor.
That's it.
You're birthed at the docked, and your manifest is your birth certificate.
And you came through the birth canal of the mother.
Birth canal.
Your water broke.
Your water broke.
Yeah.
So that's the first contract is the contraction.
Yeah.
And you got baptized right then and there because the water broke.
The water broke.
They said mind blown.
But you need to understand this. Anything that gets delivered is considered property. So even in the Bible, they tell you don't make a contract outside your God. Don't make a covenant. And so the birth certificate is the first covenant you make outside of God.
And then put your soul.
The stamp of your foot. Yeah, your soul, your foot. Yeah.
Right.
So you stamped your soul on this contract.
Absolutely. And then SOLE of the foot, and then the sole proprietorship is SOLE also.
Right.
So
then you're
they
creating.
really got your soul.
It's called your private C. When you're creating a private, so you can go. We suggest doulas or midwives, but you can contract, especially out here in Las Vegas. If you have a baby land deed or something like that, you just have to call and make arrangements. If you're having a baby or something like that, so because you give up your rights, you can't even leave the hospital until they tell you can leave.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why you got to come in with your private documents.
The hospital is actually a court as well.
It's a court as well.
That's where you change your status. The first place you change your status is in the hospital.
Got you. Damn.
They choosing up in the comments.
And then I want y'all to understand too, even if your hospitals are not bad, if you have a private trust and you're donating like $50 to $100 a month to the hospital, they're going to treat you different. There's something called private practice and public practice. And if you're on Medicaid, they're going to public practice on your ass and they're never going to find a cure.
Right.
I mean, that's just what this is.
It's a business.
It's a business. Facts.
So this is why I always like wonder. I'm like, when the woman is giving labor, it's like, well, when that child is born, that child's going to give labor to the system.
Absolutely.
That's
right?
it.
So when you're working, and this is where the whole straw man and they securitize you and whatnot going into the financial system.
Facts.
Yeah.
You gave up your labor.
Super chat.
But appreciate you.
Thank you.
Chill RN student. Shout out to you.
That's it.
Much love.
Chill RN student. We appreciate you.
Baby Lemon jumping in our lemon character's arms to hug him.
I think that's a character or something.
Oh,
yeah.
It's probably an emoji.
Yeah, it's an emoji.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's an emoji.
Yeah, I don't know why I broke it down like that, but thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
They loving the live. They loving it. Much love.
Damn, y'all jumping out. Y'all
jumping out. They
choosing up.
like the look.
Y'all like the look, huh? I saw a few of those. All right. I see what it is.
Oh, he got the pose to get chose right now. Okay, I see you.
For sure.
Absolutely.
They got to put them in GQ magazine.
Yeah. That's cool. That works.
We ate almost 500 on Tube. Where we at on X? Where we at?
Let's check right now.
What's up, Truth Tellers? Shout out to you. Shout out to the panel cooking like Thanksgiving.
We appreciate you.
Yep.
We almost had 300 on X, 500.
Okay, almost 1,000.
Almost
live.
1,000.
Let's
Keep it
go.
going.
Let's go.
Appreciate you guys. We just getting started. Somebody said crypto to invest $1 in Solana. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. We're going to talk about crypto. We're just talking about, the system, breaking down the laws. We're talking about Get Black's Laws Dictionary, guys.
4th edition?
Yeah, 4th edition. I've been telling you guys about that dictionary. That's the real language, the real law, because everything else we're speaking, it's a dead language. It doesn't mean shit. It's like gibberish. So
and that's Henry Campbell Black. And his name's a business.
Yeah.
So shout out. That's Black Laws Dictionary. Every federal judge has that behind the podium.
Yeah.
That's when the first definition I looked up that clicked for me from the Black Law Dictionary was taxes. I believe it was the 6th edition. It showed me that taxes was just a contribution.
Yeah.
It's voluntary.
It's voluntary.
You're donating.
Yeah, exactly. And going into that system, so taxes, a lot of people are saying that they aren't paying taxes this year.
It's a lot of fraud going on.
It's a lot of fraud going on, right?
Yeah.
So they're saying that people are fed up. The Pentagon just failed their 8th straight audit.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know where the money went.
They don't know where the money went.
Man.
Private families.
They know.
Come on, fam.
They know.
Y'all know. They're all playing and people are getting hip to the game.
Facts.
And then they're seeing the whole thing that's happening in Minnesota right now. And people are losing their money left and right. These are tax-paying dollars. So people are like, you know what? I ain't paying taxes. They're talking about a tax revolt. So I don't know.
It's by design for sure.
Well, I just want to say, I practice tax avoidance, not evasion. So I've never been a person that's ever been liable for taxes.
Yeah. And that's your right.
Yeah, there you go.
And
that's your right.
Because as a sorry to cut you off, but in America was founded on not paying taxes, right? So you're not American if you're paying taxes anyways.
It's not in the Constitution.
You're a U.S. citizen.
Right.
There's a difference between being American and a U.S. citizen.
And that makes you a 14th Amendment slave. when your status isn't corrected.
Right. Status is everything.
Bars.
Yes.
I appreciate
Status
that.
is everything
Yeah.
because when they ratified the 16th Amendment, then that's when, shit got shady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Revenue Act of 1913, then they made it legal to pay taxes. Before then, it was voluntary.
Dang.
So they see what Lincoln did. So he used a certain committee to collect taxes during the Civil War, right? So the committee that he created now got weaponized into the IRS, what we know today. So back then it was a committee just saying, hey, we got to fund the Civil War, yada, yada, yada. There was a few revenue acts back then. And then the Supreme Court before 1913 was saying, hey, they tried to implement it. They were like, you know what? This is unconstitutional. Then the Federal Reserve came in.
It's always
Changed
the
the
banks.
game.
It's
And that
always
was
the banks.
them was all wealthy families creating
Families.
these laws, though.
Absolutely.
Family,
But that's
Wells
some game you
Fargo,
just dropped, though.
JP
Morgan.
Morgan,
All families.
all families.
All families.
That's very true.
So you
So
dropping some game on this research.
They said I need to follow these guys. Y'all make sure y'all follow them. Where
Yeah.
could they follow y'all again?
links below. If you're on YouTube, their link is below. But yeah, go ahead, tell them we follow.
Check me out. I'm on. He follow me, so see who he follows. But I'm on the Instagram Kalam_legacy DONKILAM_LEGACY.
Where could they find you?
Oh, on Instagram at also the number one MPMTB. That's me.
Y'all follow them up.
And make sure y'all hit like, subscribe, all that, comments, all of that.
Hit that hype button.
The Maverick approach is where it's at, man.
Yes, sir.
We in here heavy too. 500 plus.
It feels good to be in a room with somebody like, I feel like my information is minute. Y'all on some next level stuff, man.
Much
Nah,
love,
he's
brother.
cooking.
No, he's cooking. And he's
I'm
cooking
glad- I'm
too.
glad- I'm
He's
glad,
like the
bro.
silent killer though.
Yeah, he's
he'll
cooking
come.
too.
He'll just wait a little bit and then just hit you
Hit
with a
you with
left
some
hook.
shit.
I
I'm
see how
like-
he moves.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
that's
like
the
it.
thing. Like, I have a lot of information, but I'm always looking to soak up more game because I always want to get better. So in this whole legal thing, like when it comes to your status, who you are, like you guys have way more knowledge than me when
I
it comes to
appreciate
that.
that.
Like the shit is like,
See, I like to bring him with me because he's done a few shows and stuff with me, but I like to bring him with me so he co-sign and show what he's done. You know, in the private life, I don't like a lot of people don't like to show their face when it comes to this information. Some people are still scared.
yeah,
For sure.
You know what I mean? But especially with the celebrities, I help a lot of celebrities now.
right.
And they don't really want to per se talk about this, so they'll just co-sign me on like business credit or something.
Got
But
you.
you can use this, and I don't want to get too deep. I don't want you to do the wrong thing. I want you to do what's conscionable to you. But when you start learning the securitization aspects, you can get out of mortgages, student loans, any type of debt that's not tied to the mob. Okay.
Yeah, watch.
trying to get out
Don't
that
play
debt.
with them people.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
play
that's
with
a
them.
whole different ballgame.
with
That's-
corporations,
that's different.
though, like, can we say what we want to say?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
this
can't
is
help
American
Bruno
approach.
Mars get out his debt. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
if you know, you know.
If you got a credit card statement, something like that, like this is the information that you want to use. And then I started learning accounting law, GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles.
Mhm.
And instead of using consumer law, I like to use accounting law. And then when the bankruptcy too, you can use bankruptcy law as
So
well.
accounting law, break that down. Like, how does that work?
Because you can run audits through the IRS. I know you're familiar with
Yeah.
that. Then you can do securitization audits as well,
Yeah.
and then take it to the SEC and complain, the Security Exchange Commission, and then the FTC, Federal Trade Commission,
Right.
and they'll get you a special attorney to assist.
Really?
Yeah, like I kind of charge for it, but you can just do it free.
Okay.
You can
gotta
do it
talk.
free though. You can do it
Yeah.
free. Just go, But I have a broker named Sean. He does the securitization audits for me, and they give you an affidavit, and they'll be your expert witness as well in
Got
court.
you.
So I like to share, I looked up Maverick, what it means. So the first definition is an unorthodox individual or a free thinker.
Mm.
But then the etymology is a cattle herder, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
the cattle herder who
Yeah.
actually coined the phrase, the name of Maverick, which was a rogue cattle who wouldn't go adhere to the herd. Basically, he'll break off and he'll try to find the Maverick because he was off doing his own thing.
So I
That's
say
lit.
that to say this because they refer to us as chattel when you're not set up correctly. It's
That's
actually
deep.
laws. So, I like to be in the private. He know what it is, but it's
Yeah.
kind of my this is my gift. So I
Yeah.
gotta, lead the people the right way. So
Right.
the game. They say the game ain't told and sold, but we gonna tell it and sell it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
That's a fact, for
we
sure.
leading y'all the right way, and it feels good to be with y'all because a lot of people they don't do the research. So I like that you guys fact check what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I salute that.
Man, appreciate
we
it.
need more of that.
Salute.
100%. Thank you.
Yeah.
We got a super chat.
Appreciate the super chat.
Yeah.
Izzy Bear, huge fan, love the content. Thank you for your work. Appreciate
love,
you.
much love.
Thank you. Much love.
Absolutely.
Much love.
Thank you, Izzy Bear.
So we have Black's Law Dictionary. Yep. Make sure you guys get that. I know we had some crypto questions. We'll get to that in a minute. I just want to no sports betting, save your money, no donations. You know what's big? Right? That's gonna be surpass sports betting. Predictive betting.
Yeah, that's
So
the
you guys
future.
know about Kalshi and Poly Market?
Yeah, they're betting on the weather and stuff.
Mhm.
Oh,
Like that.
Yeah.
So everything. They're betting on everything.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, but not only that, but Poly Market now got a $2 billion investment from the stock exchange.
Wow.
So now all their data is going to be on the stock exchange, and now it's going to be, tradable.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's about to be huge.
So understanding that, this shouldn't be like far-fetched no more.
No,
Because they're securitizing everything.
Yes, they're securitizing everything.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to, and we'll get into the tokenization part, but cars, stocks, it could be, this damn podcast, like
Right.
They're
anything.
securitizing the securities now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's getting crazy. So I know you guys is Maverick single. Man,
They loving the sweater, man.
It's
They
the
loving
sweater.
they loving the
I need more
turtleneck.
of these sweaters.
Yeah. That might have to be the
for
look
the
for a
right
second.
fee, he could not be. You feel what I'm
He
saying?
said for the right fee.
He could not be. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We need some bigger super chats. And drop your number with it.
Absolutely. You drop your number with it too.
Drop your number with the super chat.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll get into everything going blockchain. Yeah, so we'll go into blockchain now. So what's happening right now is everything is going to be represented on blockchain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the DTCC just did a tokenization deal to where they're going to be tokenizing everything.
Yeah.
So the DTCC is the back office of the stock exchange.
Absolutely.
So what that means is, again, cars, real estate, you name it, is going to be tokenized. And they're doing it with, BlackRock is doing their own stock exchange in Texas with Citadel. They're going to do securities there of their own. So what do you guys think about that whole scene, like moving into that space?
So really, everybody was getting them stimulus checks. That money was for you to put it in certain cryptos
Right.
and investments.
Yeah,
So
if you
that's
read
that's
it, yeah.
that's actually in the 400
That's how you on there.
page document.
Absolutely.
So I got I don't think I'll share with you guys, not on the live.
Yeah.
Some things I know, some tokens that I know of.
Oh, yeah.
It's not my place to put it out there yet.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
So-
For sure. Smart. It's not financial advice.
Yeah.
I'm
Never.
I'm new to the game, so that's why I'm want to learn with y'all because you're already 10 steps ahead of the curve. It seems like to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to learn more, but I think that's crazy. But it makes sense though.
Yeah.
Like it all makes sense. That's the new wave.
To add on, this game, like learning this game, the securities, it actually led me to day trading.
Okay.
So I day trade now. And so I got connected with, a pretty significant individual in that space.
Yeah.
So it's like really, everybody talks about the immigrants and stuff like that. But as we all know, if you don't, now you know, anybody in America with a social security number, you are royalty. So what we're supposed to do is really utilize the stock exchange and trade every day and actually print the money. And then the immigrants are actually supposed to work these jobs for us. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So the whole thing, like George Washington, they started this to branch off from those people who say they're royal, but it was wrong. So that's how it goes. They
Gotcha.
were identifying and said, this is the land of the free, home of the brave.
Right.
That they gave everybody opportunity to, live American dream and actually be royal.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's deep. That's where it led me to.
That's deep, man. So I see your comments, you guys. You will not own anything and be happy. That's what they want.
Facts.
No.
And we can get deep on that
Yeah.
too.
Will it be XRP? Yeah. So XRP is a big one, you guys. So you guys know I'm big on crypto. So XRP is made by Ripple Labs, and they're running the new financial system for all the institutions on the institutional side.
Okay.
So they're handling all the payment rails. So they have, I don't know how many partnerships at this point, but basically they are the new standard for the banks because money's going to move at the speed of light now.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have XRP, you have XLM, which is like the sister of that, which is on the retail side when it comes to infrastructure, these payments. So all the ISO tokens, pretty much. So all the ISO 222 is the new standard for the banks, to where they pretty much adhere to these tokens that's going to move around and solve the liquidity crisis.
Okay.
So essentially, XRP, XLM, you have HBAR, you have which other ones? There's so many, but those are the main ones. But they are going to solve the liquidity crisis because that's what's happening right now, especially in the US. Massive liquidity crisis.
Right.
And people don't understand the technology of it because people are saying, oh, it's the B system and all this other stuff. It's like, no, it's a tool. Just like AI. Nobody's saying AI is the devil, right?
Yeah.
But they all want to call crypto the devil and it's a beast system, but it's just a tool like anything else. It can be used for good or bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with XRP, people understand the technology behind it is so amazing because it's literally going to revolutionize how we integrate ourselves and how we interact with banks and everything, because they have something called a DEX, which is a decentralized exchange built into the ledger.
Yeah.
So basically it reroutes money as, you know, it gets more robust and more money goes through it. It reroutes money and it finds the money faster. Cause you know how you go to the bank. What happens when you pull out 100,000 cash? You can't. They got to go find your money.
Right.
Have it.
Or come back in 2-3 days, sometimes a week.
Yeah. Come back in a week. It's like, yo,
We got to order it.
you got to order it. It's my money.
Order money.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's a product right there. You got to order it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The bank is a
bank will
business
tell you
too.
got to order your money.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's 50,000. It's 50,000.
Right.
Las Vegas is a little bit different though. I ain't really had no issues in Vegas, but other places, yes,
For sure.
It's so much that it's so many dollars circulating here. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Easier.
You can pull up and get money at the casinos and stuff here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Nisa, super
Some people
chat.
used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Fun old days.
Said when y'all coming to London, it will be very soon. Actually, we're gonna let it get a little bit warmer first.
Shout out to Nisa.
So with the crypto though, it's like a control thing. So it's like people aren't going to be able to control the stuff like they do now. So it'll be a lot like more free flowing. So I don't think people get that.
Yeah, it's real ownership.
Yeah.
It's real ownership. Let me read the super chat. Nisa, you said, Mav and Devon, your dedication to our village is appreciated and honored. You have my respect, of which is not easy to achieve. Hotep. Thank you.
Much love.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Much love.
Thank you.
So yeah, so it's real ownership because think about this. So when you own a house, right? What happens when you don't pay taxes on it?
They come before close on it.
Exactly.
Do you really own it?
You don't.
No.
When you pull up in a red zone, that's your property and you're paying on that loan, but you just pull up in the red zone, then what happens? A stranger can come take your property.
Take it.
Absolutely.
So you really don't own it, right? So, but when it comes to crypto, when it comes to actually owning on blockchain, those phrases that you own your keys, not when they say not your keys, not your crypto, nobody else on earth has those keys. That means you really own it in your wallet, right? It's represented on blockchain. It's, everybody can see it and it's transparent, but you're the only one on earth who actually owns those tokens or owns whatever's represented of those tokens, right? So you could put your deed on blockchain, your car, your anything on blockchain is represented because it's consensus. We all agree, hey, this is what it is. Yes. Okay. That's what makes the money real.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So we all believe
it's
worth something, even though it's an IOU.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not even worth the paper. It's
People
printed on.
always say we're in that digital we're going to the digital system, like we're already
there.
Right.
We're already looking at numbers in our bank accounts. Like it's
5% is only physical cash anyway.
right.
Yeah.
So
That's facts.
everything else is ones and zeros on the screen.
And not to take it from that subject, but like I started, like you brought up real estate. I started learning this stuff really through real estate because like we just talk about what happens if you don't pay your mortgage. When you get approved for a mortgage, what happened to the land? Because the mortgage is about the property now.
Right.
So when you get approved for a mortgage, that means you automatically, they say you own the land.
Mm-hmm.
And you're giving up the rights to the land is what's happening. Because if you own the land, they couldn't even foreclose on the property.
Right.
Makes sense? So what I've seen is they get rid of the land and create a property description is what happens. So that's what happens when you're born. You was just fine, then you get defined by a property description. You're not 6 pounds, 7 ounces no more, right? But you still identify with this birth certificate.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
So the birth certificate proves who your maker is in this game.
Got you.
Mm.
So that's why I bring up the baptismal certificate. God made it.
Right.
You bought a house, right?
Mm.
So it gets so technical to where, like, did you ever touch the deed when you bought the house besides signing it?
No.
So that action right there, you never had possession of that deed. So you never owned the house in the first place.
Right.
For that simple.
Exactly.
move.
And that's why you need the loyal title.
Loyal title, yep.
Yeah. So if people don't know what that is, do your Googles, do your research. We won't go down too far down that rabbit hole, but it's real ownership.
And there's something called like a land covenant too. There's covenants with God too that protect certain lands and areas.
Yeah.
So a promissory note can't outdo a real covenant.
Mm.
So y'all can look this up.
Sure.
That's why they can't mess with the Amish. They have covenants with God.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because they be driving around, no license.
Yeah, no license, nothing. They fly too.
They fly.
Yeah.
So they fly without a pilot's license?
They got businesses. If they do get an ID, don't have the picture on it because they believe contracting with the government. They believe the government is the devil. Period.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah.
Shouldn't we all be moving like the Amish right now?
Yeah.
You should
Facts.
The demographics is the graphic.
Just saying.
They got it right.
They're considered foreign entities to the United States system.
Sound like a good deal to me.
But they're over here though, right?
Man,
Living good.
Living good.
Yep.
And they have their own, they get money somehow because you can go use your debit card at the stores.
Oh, really?
Yes. You can go to Amish
Damn.
grocery stores.
So they have their own grocery stores?
Yes. I'm from Missouri, by the way. So, well, I'm from Illinois, but raised in Missouri.
So there's a lot of Amish out there?
A lot of Amish.
Really?
Yeah. So this is
I
when I
didn't know
started.
that.
I said, I've never seen an Amish person in jail. They don't use the social. They don't use birth certificates.
Wait. So they completely opt
Hold
out.
on, hold on.
They're
I've never
opted
seen
out.
an Amish in jail.
So
That's
look,
a good point.
so
That's
when
a great point.
That's when I learned how they travel. You can't take their picture. So when you get booked into jail,
Yo, these motherfuckers are Marvel
when you get
characters,
booked,
bro.
it's
They're
against the religion. It's against the religion to take a picture.
What the fuck?
It's against the religion to take a picture. The government, they cannot make no contracts. Everything with the government is a contract.
All right, y'all. We need to be moving like the Amish.
Yeah,
Listen
that's
to
a
what my
fact.
guy's saying
I
right
can
now.
show
That's
y'all.
crazy.
I showed y'all my IDs and stuff. Like I move foreign.
So the Amish are invisible?
Well, to the system. So look, their leaders have to sit down with the government, though. They have peace treaties.
That's called
They do have
stealth wealth.
treaties. Well, I'm telling you, KKK does this. All these little entities do this. Even the Nation of Islam has sit downs with the KKK and the government, and they have peace treaties.
We in the wrong business.
Because because everything is
This
private
is
families.
how the Illuminati move.
Yes, because
This
they're
is why
private
all
families.
secret societies, they're all societies. That's why they
Facts.
move outside of the
Facts.
matrix.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Like Scientology. Them
Yeah,
Scientology.
yeah, you know how they move.
Fam.
Facts. I want you to know, like I talked with these brothers the other day. Most cities are ran by private fraternities, so to speak. Even attorneys, not lawyers, attorneys they have a bar card. That's part of a British credit registry. That's a private fraternity. A lawyer and attorneys are two different things.
A bar and a license are two different things.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Bars.
You don't need a license to practice law.
Yeah, you do not need a license to practice law at all.
So for
Wait,
the
say that
record,
again. Say that again.
You do not need a license to practice law.
in like America or the United States, they deem you an expert at taxes and at law. That's why ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Got you.
Man, y'all better be taking some notes.
I'm just
The
saying,
Bible's
bro.
a law book, you know?
Absolutely.
And then, like I said, the royal families, like even with the Muslims, there's Sunni Muslims, there's different types of Muslims. So
Right.
that's your royal family right there. And that's what puts them under Sharia law. When you take a Shahada, that's your status change.
Right.
You ain't supposed to be using that birth certificate no more. This is my family now.
Got you.
Chill RN with the super chat. What'd she say?
I've had a few friends that take their number on their birth certificate and claim money from their stock. Have either one of you did that? So that one it's a rough road to do so.
Yeah.
It is possible. But yeah, it is possible to do so. They make it hard for you though.
Yeah.
They definitely don't want you accessing and charging things off
Yeah.
because all debts are already paid already. So when you buy that car or house, it's already paid. You're just assuming a liability and getting played.
Yep. That car's paid for as soon as you drive it off.
I would
they already
use it as
bought
a discharging mechanism, if anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like there's no money in the system. So,
Yeah.
you know, just,
That's the mistake people think. They're like, they can
I'm
access-
rich.
Yeah, I'm rich.
Right.
And they start accessing like, no, it's all in what you owe and what you don't owe.
Right.
You just want a
Absolutely.
bunch of shit that you want to charge
You
off.
got to balance the books. And then also what they do is make you the investor. So that's what the GAAP is.
GAP, because you're always the private investor. Your social security number is what invested in everything. To get your lights on, you gave your social security number. To
Right.
get the car, you have to give a social.
Your
So-
license plate is a open-ended credit plan. So it's a credit card. The ID you use is a credit card.
Someone said, like I said, that's why Sharia law works. So it's called Bet Den with the
Not in
Jewish.
Texas no more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Texas,
in Texas,
got rid of it.
they got rid of it.
But everybody, all private families have their own private law. But family law is private law. Y'all can Google that.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think somebody posted earlier, one of my students, I think. But that's who can get you out of jail before you're of the age of majority is your parents, right?
Mhm.
But if you have your own family laws together, as long as you're not hurting nobody, that's your law. Family law is private law, and anybody can Google this. Let me
Yeah.
know if I'm correct.
Look it up.
Look it up. Family law is
So
private law.
how does one, create their family law? Like,
You want to just like you do your business, you want to have bylaws.
so you do a business and you have laws under that?
Yeah, so your private family, like even say you go to school, then your teacher had their own rules.
Mhm.
You want to have your own house rules, your own family rules, but run it just like a private club or
Okay.
or like a
And-
private ministry.
Got you.
So a family Bible will work also.
Yeah, family Bible.
And that'll work in court.
Yes, just make sure people sign,
Right.
or maybe put a thumbprint or something.
It's a little off topic, but Kurt said Devon trying to duck the WWE question. Bro, let me know if you got that that Roman's Reigns jacket. Hey, bro, I got you. I know I got you. I got you.
I know he's been asking that for
I
like
know.
20 minutes.
For like a couple videos ago. Bro been on me about that.
He's waiting on it.
No, I got you, bro. I'm gonna tell you off air because I'm gonna message you.
Yeah, for sure.
I got sources.
Send your super chats, you guys. Send your super chats. If you have questions, send your super chats on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, go over to YouTube. If you're on X,
Y'all got
and-
questions for us. Y'all got questions for Dom.
Yeah, let us know. We see you guys in the chat. We got almost 600 on Instagram.
We over 1,000.
Yeah, we got to be over 1,000 now.
Let's get to 1,500.
Yeah, we got 300 on X, 600. We got 900. So we're almost at 1,000, y'all. Almost on 1,000. So, but yeah, going into the crypto stuff too, is going to be very interesting to what, I think a few things are going to happen. I feel like they're going to crash the system on purpose only because they got to get rid of that debt and they're going to use crypto to get out of it.
That's what I was thinking
Dang.
too. Like,
That's deep.
it's in their DNA. They started this, organization to, you think that they're gonna let something stop them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
no. And then they took away the penny already.
Yeah, penny's out of circulation.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's over.
Yeah.
It costs like $32 to make a penny.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they stopped that. I think
Yeah.
like the
Well, we
nickel and is next, the dime's next.
They was losing money,
sure.
was making pennies.
Yeah.
So you should that's a good business
Yeah.
decision, I
Yeah,
think.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. But I think that it's part of the plan as well, because they'll be like, well, damn, they're going to start showing. And that's the thing. I think they're showing all this fraud, showing all the frivolous spending.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, look, you guys, look at all this stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they've already put crypto into federal law already.
Yeah, they don't need the old
Right.
system anymore.
They don't need the
Yeah.
old
It's
system.
over.
So with
Yeah.
the Clarity Act, you have the Genius Act that passed.
Mm.
This stuff is already in federal law.
Tech Mafia took over, y'all. Just get with the times,
be on it.
reskill, and stay on point.
Yeah. You got to stay on point because this whole system about to flip.
So with me being like how I'm still relevant in these systems is because of the trust that I utilize and being able to help people get around those capital gain taxes with the trading and the crypto.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. And then even with operating, through trust and whatnot, I don't think that part is going to change because you'll be able to put that on chain as well.
And you gave me the information about what's it called, the DOA in Wisconsin. What's that called?
Oh, the DAO.
In Wyoming?
What's it? No, it was Wyoming. Wyoming. Might skirt there for the record.
Yeah,
Wisconsin. You don't want to open no business there.
No, yeah, Wyoming. Yeah, Wyoming is as of right now the only state that recognizes crypto companies like a DAO.
Yeah, and how you spell that again?
Oh, DAO.
DAO.
Yeah,
I said DOA.
Decentralized Autonomous Organization.
That's lit. Yeah. I was looking it up today, and I was just explaining it to one of our mentors that we talked to.
Yeah. So basically, like how you're saying a ministry, right? Like a church, how they're operating and whatnot. It's literally like a digital church.
That's lit.
Yeah. So we are all the church, right? So we can all be a part of this DAO and say, hey, this is our church. This is our, private law. We got people over in India and Africa, and like everybody can be a part of it, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the confines of America or just this room. We're all part of this DAO. It's decentralized. Nobody owns it, and we all own it. Yeah. So there's power in that.
You heard it here first.
I think they're trying to like fearmonger us and like, cause it's a financial revolution because like third world countries, it's not going to be that anymore because
shout out to Thailand.
You know what I'm
Thailand's not anymore.
Yeah,
y'all been to Thailand yet?
No, not yet. But Thailand is sovereign too.
That part.
Yeah, Thailand is sovereign.
They've never been conquered.
Never.
I heard Thailand just like Atlanta though.
Oh shit!
We got another super chat.
Now there's certain parts that you don't go after a certain hour. You know exactly. Certain parts, but it's not as crazy as you think. It's a lot of. I just say
that's all I get fed.
I would say as a single man, stick to the foreigners. Stick to the foreigners.
Okay, good.
To be safe.
For sure.
But even in Thailand though, they have zero capital gains tax on crypto.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So they ahead of the curve.
It's cheap to live out there too, right?
Oh yeah, man. I had a high rise for $700. Yeah, like a crazy high rise in the Beverly Hills. It's called Thung Law, and it's dope. It's a high rise popping. He knows. He's the one that put me on Thailand. He was
I had
the
a
first
bunch of
guy.
business partners that have been out there, man. They go out there all the time.
Yeah,
so.
Man, it's the spot. It's the spot for sure.
Yeah,
we next.
Yeah, nah, for sure, bro. Super chat.
Give me 3 wives out there.
Yeah,
we got another super chat.
Nisa, I appreciate you. Look up true definition of the term money. You guys know that one?
Nah, enlighten me.
Yeah, enlighten me. I know there's many different
momentum of natural energy yielded.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
Tell him again. Tell him again.
Momentum of natural energy yielded.
Yeah, I would say so.
Momentum of natural energy yielded.
I just think it's all energy. Right?
I just break it down. I say the dollar symbol's ISIS, ISIS. You know what I mean? That's how I break it down. But if you look up the dollar symbol, if you look up the Mexican peso symbol, it's the same as the dollar symbol. And I was told that it doesn't mean United States currency. It's supposed to be in units of silver. Our dollar used to be backed by silver.
Right.
Even though we talk about gold, our dollars was backed by silver.
Right. Silver certificates, which JFK was trying to put his back on. And that's why they smoked him too, because when he signed that executive order to put us on the silver certificate, giving the U.S. Treasury power, taking power from the Fed, they didn't like that, right? So a lot of people don't know that. So he was trying to put his back on the silver certificate standard.
So to add on to that, in Matthew 23:23, the silver can't be used in circulation because it has blood on the money. Because that's what they sold Jesus out.
Yeah, they sold Jesus for like 20 ounces of silver.
Yeah.
Judas did 32.
Yeah, so it states that.
Trump just got Venezuela for all that silver too. $1 trillion worth.
I seen that on y'all posted that, didn't y'all?
Yeah.
I seen that on y'all. Yeah. That's crazy because everybody was focused on the oil.
Exactly.
But they got the silver.
They got the silver too.
They got that.
That's a natural resource.
Yeah, the U.S. just did a multi-billion-dollar smelter deal, and for silver and whatnot. So that was very interesting timing.
Trump a gangster.
Yeah, he is, man. He's one of the biggest.
That's my bipolar.
Beat him down, I beat you down.
For real.
Hit him to Debo.
And if you notice, even before they took Venezuela, what was happening in the markets? Gold was going crazy.
Yep.
Silver broke all-time highs like 4 times. Copper, palladium, like everything. So, and then of course, silver being a war metal as well, and used for
that's probably why.
Dang.
yeah,
It's also
Dang.
as antiseptic, if I'm not mistaken.
it's an antiseptic.
Yeah.
It's one of the most conductive besides gold.
Yeah.
It's used in every electronic. I mean,
Okay.
got-
And that makes sense because he's trying to make
Man, he dropping
America
game.
the biggest hub for AI and everything.
AI,
Yeah.
AI data centers, a
Yeah,
lot of silver.
exactly.
Yeah, that plant in
need it.
Texas.
Yeah.
that makes
That's
sense.
crazy.
Blush Society said, I need this podcast like a slave needing freedom.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's what we doing, man.
Much
We got to figure
love.
out from the Matrix. Because
Yes.
everybody in the Matrix,
The
man.
name of business, man. You gotta
Yep.
know that.
Yeah, silver went crazy though, and I knew war was coming because not only that, but they tell you when they don't say it, but they show you, right? So when
Yeah.
Trump gave out all those troops, $1,776, $1,776.
Mm.
Now, what does that sound like?
Yeah.
Straight
That's
gematria.
crazy.
That's the-
7076.
Yeah,
He
That's
just
the
gave
year.
us yeah, war.
the country
Trump,
was
Wow.
Trump
established.
is very,
Wow, it's time.
very
That's
good
game.
with
Hey,
numbers.
when I was flying out here, nothing but troops, like
Yeah.
in the airport, like
Yeah.
flying out, going places.
Facts.
Facts.
Damn.
Wow.
Facts.
Yeah, so he was
Yeah.
very symbolic, and I was like, "Oh, we're going to war for sure."
So,
Man.
Yeah,
Does that scare you at all?
no,
You believe we're protected?
yeah, for sure. I think that, you know, if anything were to happen on American soil, I don't think it'll be the same as 9/11. I don't think it'll be something different. I think it'll be
That's an inside job too, though, right?
for sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we at war with ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's their MO all the time.
yeah.
Cause chaos, and out of chaos you get control.
The reason
Dang.
why ain't nobody doing nothing is because they know everybody in America got guns.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, but also that means that if we're fighting each other, everybody got guns. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
So if we're all, you know, fighting each other, I think the next war isn't going to be from outside; it's going to be within.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
I mean, I
Exactly.
feel like we've already been there, so that's why I'm kind of like helping people, like with the type of stuff that we do.
Right.
Like America's always been at war itself. It's eating its own children. You know, I'm killing its own babies.
Right.
So, but I look at it like this: like America creates a bunch of problems, and then you come to them for the solutions too. Like we're supposed to be creating solutions, not them. We're not supposed to
Right.
be going to them for
Yeah.
the same people that created the problems.
Yeah.
We're going to them for a
absolutely.
solution.
Right. Yeah. I think that they do all this on purpose because they know if they give us the solutions, right, then that takes them off their square.
Mm.
You know, it's just bad for business for them. So they can't give us a bunch of answers and like, oh yeah, well, here's
Right, facts.
and we're too overgoverned. That's the thing. Like it was never in the original Constitution to be overgoverned like this. Like a republic is you guys serve us. You guys are public servants. You guys are
Facts.
supposed to be serving us. So
Facts. Public trustees.
yeah, but this is I don't And that's-
Fiduciaries.
and that's the thing, like feel however you want to feel about Trump. You know, I don't agree with everything he does, but
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything anybody does though. And that's the
No.
thing what people need to start doing is there's good out of like it just depends on the message, honestly. Like
Yeah.
it depends on the fucking message.
Yeah.
I laugh at that.
but I figured like when he's taking out the Department of Education, people are like, oh, how could you do that? It's so bad. People don't even do their research and look into this shit. Like if you
Yeah.
look into since its inception, the the Department of Education, the reading average of the student, like 65% of kids can't read. They're illiterate
Mm.
since its inception.
Wow, work.
Mm.
That makes sense.
So they're doing this shit on purpose.
I mean, the Department of Education, anyways, if you're looking to build wealth, you're not going to learn that from a public education teacher. They can take you as far as they are. What, $40,000? That's as
Right.
much as they
Yeah.
can teach you.
Yeah, it's a
Sure.
fact.
You go to college, you got professors teaching business education or management.
And
They don't have nothing.
I didn't start making millions until I got around them, around millionaires. I started
Right.
learning the game.
Right.
Game of life.
All the millionaires and billionaires that I know either dropped out of college or just finished high school and didn't even go to college.
There's two types of education: educere and educere. There's one where they teach you the knowledge, which is school. Then there's one that the knowledge is brought out of you, and so that's why application is so vital. So you got to get out here and actually be in the field, because you're gonna bring certain news you can use out of you.
Say those words again, because that's in the word education.
Educere and educere.
So educere is in the word education.
Wow.
I learned that from the people you learned it from.
Damn.
Sure.
That's a game.
Is that Latin?
Yes.
Yep.
See, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Those words they were in ancient Kemet over their schools.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Super chat's going crazy.
Super chat's going crazy.
Super chat's going crazy.
So we got made for you question up there, please, regarding burying family on your property. You guys know about that?
Yeah.
They do it to be tax free. If you bury your family on your property, then you can become tax free. You don't have to pay taxes.
That's what Trump did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That what Trump did.
Trump did that with his
You
ex-wife.
can also put it under a
Interesting.
501c1a ministry and be tax exempt as well. Just make it a church.
Right. See?
Every household is already a church. I want everybody to
It's
understand.
also
that.
a foundation. So when we look at the Bible, they had the house of David, the house of Israel. They weren't paying taxes.
Right.
Their foundation was correct. And so structure, when pressure hits, you're only good as your structure. So most of us aren't structured correctly. So that's why when they apply the pressure, you got a parking ticket.
They fall apart.
Do this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a fact. And you know what, too? That's a great point, too, because even with crypto, the Stellar Foundation, they're a foundation. So they're actually a nonprofit.
Yeah.
Which is XLM.
Yeah, that's
lit.
Yeah, so they know the game.
That's intelligent.
Yeah, they know the game. I was like, because I was wondering, how come they're not for profit?
Yeah.
But that makes sense now.
And so the higher ups, they'll try to hit you with the okie doke, like, they just donated $1 million to this foundation. 9 times out of 10, it's their family that's in control of it and they're owning it.
Exactly.
That's how Warren Buffett and Bill Gates always maneuver with each other.
Right.
They send each other money. The Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation, he still lives off that.
Right. Somebody said, let's see. Official Tony said, how to get out of HOA legally.
That is I heard about that actually. Yeah.
HOA, man.
They are funny.
So look, I want to say I'd rather deal with a mortgage company than the HOA.
Yeah.
That's just me personally. I suggest you pay them. You know what I mean? But make your name a business and try to dispute it. But I've had more problems trying to fight HOA than a regular mortgage company.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, HOA, yes. They'll
HOA
foreclose your house over like $500.
I've heard.
They don't even have to owe it like.
So peep this. Remember we met?
Jay Bloom.
Okay.
Jay Bloom.
The most gangster shit I've
They
ever
made a
heard in my
law
life.
about Jay Bloom.
They made a law.
Oh, that's cool.
Shout out Jay Bloom. He's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
Let's
So
go.
Yeah.
he made the coldest move when it comes to HOA, right?
Crazy.
So he found a loophole in the HOA system to where he was scooping up multi-million-dollar homes for what people owed for $400, $500,
That's
$300.
Bro.
I was like, bro, how did you do this? Because like how you said, they can foreclose on the home.
Facts.
So essentially he was buying up those fees.
Yeah.
So they didn't make a law around it at that time. So he was killing them. He was
the monopoly man.
He made so much
The monocle.
money.
He'd get the house and resell it.
Yeah.
Flip them.
And they were like, oh no, there's no way you can do this. Like we can't.
But he was
allow
doing
this.
it legally.
He was doing it.
Doing it all legal.
Oh, yeah.
And they changed the law
Yeah, he made
for him.
a killing.
Wow.
He probably refinance with the bank or get the equity.
Yeah. He probably,
I had got some land in Arkansas for $300 or some old taxes. So like that's like if you look at Vanilla Ice, that's what he does now. You remember the old rapper Vanilla Ice?
Yeah.
So he goes to the people that owe taxes in the county and stuff.
Yeah.
He gets the list and he buys them cheap like that too.
Right.
But HOA was different because those are multi-million-dollar estates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was getting those big
He was
joints.
going crazy.
Absolutely.
That's lit.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Nisa, appreciate the super chat. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, i.e. Go bag and bug out bag. Yeah, bug out bags for sure. Always. Actually, I'm gonna have some bug out bags. I used to have them on MavericApproach.com. I'm gonna revamp it though. So don't buy the ones on Maverick Approach. I'm gonna put out a whole new bug out bag for you guys. So, and then also get the survival guide for societal collapse too.
Yep.
That's on my Instagram.
Merch dropping too. We got a lot of merch. We got a cookbook dropping too, actually.
Cookbook dropping.
You heard it here
Let's
first.
go.
I'm not going to say it.
Let's
Yeah, we
go.
got that.
I'm buying all of that.
For sure.
Y'all got-
All
y'all
real
got clothes and
ingredients.
stuff too.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole
Clothes line.
rollout. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yup.
So we got a lot of that coming out. Somebody said, did y'all hear about Big Gip? They changed the laws for his THC drinks. Nah,
No,
I've
I
heard
didn't
that.
Oh, that's cool. Shout out.
Shoot.
Nah, they'll be changing the laws on you. That's how they
I'm hip.
weaponize.
I'm
Yeah,
hip.
yeah,
So when I first started helping people make their name LLCs, and being able to get around things before I knew about the holding company, and then adding the special layers with the trust. In 2022, because I've been doing this for a while, 2022 is when they came out and started enforcing something called the alter ego doctrine. It used to just apply to corporations, and then they made it apply to LLCs where you're still liable for the business. So like, your name's a sole proprietorship already, so you're liable for the debt. So if you're just maneuvering with your name attached to the LLC as your name, you're still liable as if it's you.
Mm,
That makes sense. So
Right.
if you owe taxes, now you owe taxes.
gotcha.
Committed a crime, now you just did.
Ah,
So now that's why we add the holding company in one of the 5 charge and order protection states. Now I would say Wyoming, go with Wyoming,
right.
and then do the 508c1a or the non-grantor trust.
Yeah. And this is, again, watch what they do, not what they say, because I watch all the big players in the game, right? Like
Facts.
Trump and Bezos and all these people, the way they move, understand how they move because they understand the system,
Yeah.
right? People are like, oh, Trump is a terrible businessman. He always files bankruptcy. I'm like, no, you idiot. You guys gotta understand. He's using the system against himself. He's never filed bankruptcy personally.
Yeah.
Business-wise, he can create how many businesses? Infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah.
He's filed how many? I think like 400 or 500 businesses, but he moved around instruments, right? So like one of them, he'll just take the liquidity out, crash it, and then have a few instruments in it, and then move them around, do it again, and that's what he's doing.
That's the way.
Yeah,
That's it.
and he hates taxes, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when you have multiple businesses, when you start learning how to furnish data, if you want to build your credit up or even business credit, you can furnish data with all your businesses or even your personal name.
Right. So take the data from one to another, you mean?
Yeah,
Or-
it's like issue your own trade lines to your personal name from these businesses.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
100%.
mean? Or even with the different businesses.
100%.
So like you have multiple businesses, correct?
Mhm.
Some of them do business with each other.
yeah.
So that creates cash flows and stuff too. So that's how I was able to, like, not to get deep on that, but be able to go to lenders with a cash flow.
Right.
Even if it was the same money moving
Yeah.
around.
Create transactions, of
Right.
course.
Yeah.
That's just good business.
Right.
It's like
Facts.
those are two different entities, two different people per se, and they're doing business with each other.
And what's good if your kid's name's a business, they need money, boom, here you go. I'm using it to the business.
Right. So
Go
now
do
you-
your chores.
yeah, because that's how they base their trust in you to give you money. They want to see transactions.
Facts.
That's all they
The
care
cash
about.
flow. The cash flow.
The cash flow.
Like my credit's good now. I'm in the 700 club right now. But when I first started, I was just I had a cash flow.
yeah.
So when I was able to go to lenders, they just looked at the cash flow with no credit, 500 credit score.
Mm.
I had a 480 on one of them,
Damn.
and was able. My first loan they gave me was 25,000, and
With a
then
500 score?
with 500 score. I'll give you the list. I'll give you the top 10 list. Y'all can have it.
Definitely.
But I can shout one out. I can shout one of them out.
Yeah.
So One Park Financial, look them up. They don't ask for credit, nothing.
One Park Financial.
One Park Financial, look them up. It's some Mexicans running it or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they don't look at your credit. They
Shout out to the
They
Mexicans.
want a 6-month cash flow
Mm,
from a business.
right. So the cash flow is the most key
Yeah.
thing.
So
most
your
key
average
ingredient.
cash flow in 6 months was like 50,000.
Right.
They're gonna give you something close to that, anywhere between like 40 to 50.
Bars.
Yeah, because they're gonna do is take that to the private investors or whoever else they're
I
dealing
don't know
with.
what they do, but they send
Yeah.
you the money.
Yeah.
But so what I didn't like about that company per se is they want access to your bank account. So I kind of just changed all of that. That was
Yeah.
me personally at that point in time. But shout them out. They still, they
Yeah.
still giving money.
Chad Heavy.
Yeah. I went to a seminar for that. Okay. If you guys want information, make sure you hit the links below on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, go to YouTube, click the links below. All their socials are down below. Or get into the Telegram. I'll send you guys some information on the Telegram. We have about almost 6,000 people in there. So I appreciate you
That's
guys.
lit.
So I'm always dropping information in there. So I'll drop some stuff in there. Also, I got to send you guys some information on telemarketers. People have been trying to get me to do this video about telemarketers, how you can sue them and all this other stuff.
That's lit.
Yeah. So like, because you can file lawsuits against them if they keep harassing you and calling you, but you have to put your name on with the FTC and all that stuff. So
I just had one of my students when I always tell them start off with 10,000 in arbitration, but I don't ever whatever deal they offer me first, I usually take it.
Yeah.
But I had one person did not settle and he got the full 10,000.
Oh, for real?
This Verizon
shit.
disputing something off his credit report.
Really?
Yep.
Damn.
So,
and that's what people don't know. See, they don't just, it's pure knowledge. It's all in what you know or don't know.
right.
So
He proved how it hampered his life. You know, he couldn't get a car, couldn't get a house because this was on his credit report.
damn. So that was just like a bill that he just owed, right?
Yeah, he owed. It was only like $600 some too. It wasn't even that much.
So that was like a hindrance of his whole life.
Hinders his whole life. Yep.
Oh.
So when you can prove that it affected your life, they have to give you money.
So who out there got bad credit? Because
right.
y'all better tap in.
Look into
Definitely.
arbitration.
Arbitration is a cold
Look into
game,
the
man.
arbitration.
Too many ways to get money out here. Yeah.
Facts.
Too many
Yeah.
ways. There's too much game being dropped too.
I looked into arbitration. Man, I don't want to. I don't want to give up too much game.
I'm gonna send you everything I got. Like, I got classes and everything for it. It's from somebody that I learned from, but I'll give it to you all, and they use the steps, and it works, man.
Yeah, send that to me for sure.
Yeah.
I'll give it to my school program.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Man, appreciate it.
And then whatever you need, I'll work on you directly so I can get that testimonial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Testimonial.
gonna work with you directly.
There we
Like
go.
one-on-one, bro. I got you.
There we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
for sure. He needs his wings back.
Yeah, I got you because
We
I would
got
be
him.
tapped in with the family too. You know what
Nah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure. For sure. Nah, we
You need to get back to Thailand and go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, this
You
guy.
already know he's
We
thinking.
got you.
This guy
Exactly.
for sure.
Man, we got to do a class for sure.
I'm
We got to
with
do
it,
a
man.
class because I
I'm with it.
haven't done a class in a minute,
Okay.
and I'll have ton of people in there
Class
like
is going
flooding
crazy,
in,
bro.
Yeah.
and I haven't had time to do it. But people been asking me to do a class on how to do all these different things, and I'll try to keep it like very simple on one task or one topic. But yeah,
Because you know it's a lot of different
It's a
routes
lot.
to go.
yeah.
It made me,
Yeah.
man, I don't know how, bro, it made me feel so good. Like when you was like, I used to be into this. And
Yeah.
I was like, so you get it, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't have to prove nothing to you. Like,
Yeah.
you already understand what's going on.
100%.
I heard you break it down one time, and I was telling him, I'm like, bro, he knows this. He broke it down like how to actually get the money and like how we're all millionaires. I was like, bro, he knows it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
100%.
Then I seen you ain't even rocking with they plates.
Yeah.
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 You know.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. So,
So
so let me know if you guys want a class. I'll set it up to where, we'll all lock in. We'll do a class for you guys. And, we'll definitely do it through either school program or just do a simple sign up if you guys want that. But let us know in the chat if you guys want a class soon on all this stuff, because it's a lot of information for sure.
yes.
Definitely. Y'all
But,
gotta soak it in for
You'll
sure.
be surprised that even though they don't talk about it in the public, you'll be surprised that everybody that really understands this that's on the top.
Yeah.
And this from celebrities to politicians,
Yeah.
So
So a lot of celebrities tap in with you for what exactly?
usually private trust and to get around taxes.
Gotcha.
Because if you look at every famous celebrity, like say a basketball player, just look them up. They have a family foundation, the Steph Curry Foundation.
Right.
They always have their own charity.
Right.
And then people think it's for the public, but it's really not. It's for their families.
Of
Right.
course.
The
Yeah.
two biggest thieves of wealth is taxes and inflation.
Yeah.
So how us wealthy or the wealthy operate is to preserve the buying power.
Right.
So there's two types of risk: shallow risk and deep risk.
Yeah.
So the wealthy, they make a deep risk into a shallow risk.
That's it.
That's
That's
a
what
fact.
we're all about: stealth wealth, protecting the family.
Yeah. Inflation just comes like a thief in the night.
Yeah,
And
Sure.
man, and then taxes, you just working for free.
yeah,
Right. They
absolutely.
tax your money and then you come out and get taxed on the same thing you just got
Again.
taxed on.
Yeah.
So that's why I teach my students how to move in tax exempt manner.
Yeah.
If you have a private family foundation, you can get your tax exemption number.
Yeah.
Simple as that. 1023 easy.
And then like just to be clear, like the IRS is actually here for you to be your, like they're actually your friends. So when people aren't doing right by you, there's certain things that you can set forth and they'll go get what is owed to your estate. So don't think about, don't come at this with any other motive besides love. You know what I'm saying? What you show love shows you love back. You can't go at them with aggression and like trying to bully them. That's not how that goes.
That's how the universe works.
So,
Yeah.
So just to be clear,
You want to be friends. Like, even though we understand that the government, they have a job to do.
Mhm.
So you want to be friends with the government because they're already trading with the enemy.
Yeah.
So you got to learn how to be friends with them with peace treaties and things like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Sit downs with them. They're not messing with the Amish.
Right.
They're not trying to kick the Amish off their land.
Yeah, because they're not. We seen that a long time ago. They operate in their like they private. They
No
just-
car titles. They
Yeah.
use the MSOs.
Yeah.
If they have a car, they get the manufacturer statement of origin.
Right.
I don't know if you're familiar with what that is.
No.
So if you look up it's when a car gets manufactured, it looks just like a car title, but it's from the, like, say Toyota makes a car. It looks like it's like a brown car title. It says made by Toyota. It shows their real manufacturer.
it's the original like birth certificate.
Oh,
original
okay.
So it gets destroyed when you register your car. So the Amish
So-
keep that.
So they destroyed that, and then when
It
you
got
get the car,
retitled. The car got
you
retitled.
retitled.
Yes. Now the government owns the car. So you got equitable title and legal title. Now the government has legal title of the car. And you got equitable title. You just get to hold the thing itself, and you're the beneficiary using it for beneficiary use. That's why you get taxed for it.
Got you.
That makes sense.
Right.
So legal title versus equitable title.
Yeah.
Same way with your kids. When you get a birth certificate or something, now you got equitable title of your children.
Yeah.
The state still has legal title of your children, like their property.
Right.
So they can come take it anytime they want. They can come take your children because of the
Right.
birth certificate.
CPS.
Yep.
That's exactly
it.
what they do.
That's it.
There you go. So I mean, people were like, "Well, how could they just come in and take them to a camp?" And it's like, "Well,
You sign the contract.
sign a contract.
That's
You're
a
a pair that
contract.
rents.
A pair that rents. That's it.
That's it. So that's
You're
crazy.
raising your kids.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Any more super chats?
Chats in here heavy.
Appreciate you guys. Let me see if we got any more super chats. Already read that one. Oh, how do you get into Telegram? Go to my Instagram and just click the link, and it'll bring you to my Telegram. So go to my Instagram, Maverick Approach, and it'll be on there.
So I should be paying my taxes on TurboTax. I believe everybody should have their own family accountant or bookkeeper anyways.
Yeah.
Private ledger, keep you a ledger or a diary.
And
Operate in the private.
That's it.
That's what we're telling you guys. Everything else is not financial advice. It's all for
No,
entertainment
it.
and educational purposes only.
Come on.
Information.
You're binary whether you like it or not. That's why in school you spelled your name correctly, but when you get out here in commerce and you apply for these things, it's uppercase.
Right.
So, yeah.
Exactly. 100%.
That's it.
We're just teaching you how to manage your estate correctly and properly. That's all it is.
There you go.
That's it.
So before we wrap up, we're gonna take some final words. Make sure you guys send your super chats. If you guys have any other questions, anything else,
Yeah, y'all got any questions for him? Y'all got any questions?
let
Let's
us
go.
know. So we're gonna put together some type of program or some type of class, because I know I haven't done it in a while. So definitely do it with these guys for sure. They got so much game. Let me see. I'm finna go on a cruise.
That
and-
class is gonna go crazy. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh yeah, the class,
That
is gonna go crazy.
No
The
doubt.
class is going
That-
insane
No doubt. Let's go.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that one.
for
Me
sure.
too.
It's a lot of game.
So any last closing words? What do you want the people to know where they can find you, and then also, where we're headed and how to stay ahead of the game? Any final nuggets?
Well, you in the right place to be ahead of the game. You at the Maverick Approach. But look me up on the Instagram, Don Kalam _legacy, DONKILAM _LEGACY, man. And just understand that your name as a business, learn how to structure it correctly, man. Like Jay-Z said, what he say? I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman.
businessman.
So you the businessman. Simple as that.
Hey, you're literally the business.
Let me handle my business.
Damn.
That's it, bars.
I would like to say listen to the voice within. You'll win. Shout out to the divine source. You know, we got the news you can use. You already tapped in with Broski, and I would just encourage people to go like set up a trust account with the cryptocurrency.
Do that.
Set up Coinbase, all of that. Just get into the rhythm now because it's coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, for sure.
Real
Appreciate
game.
y'all for having us.
No,
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
Much love. It was definitely a pleasure having y'all on here.
Man, for sure. So appreciate you guys for coming through. So let me say, y'all cooked tonight. Yes, that was a lot of good game, y'all.
It
So
was.
make sure you guys watch the replay if you guys just jumped in here, and click the links below if you guys want to follow them. I'll let you know when we're going to do that class for sure. And anything else you got, Dev?
Nah, man, y'all replay this because it was just so much information. I need you guys to really soak it in.
Yeah.
You know, for me, somebody like me, I gotta watch it like 5-10 times. So I'm gonna be back at the house watching it.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead, make sure y'all follow them, man.
Yeah, for sure.
These dudes is they on
Yeah,
another level.
Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys question everything because nothing is what it seems.
That's it.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kalam, keep doing your thing, G. Hey, yo, check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav in the building. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Hey, yo, make sure y'all check out the song bars. You know what I'm saying? Word up by my man Don Kalam. You heard? A Fresco King. Yeah, boy. You know what time it is. Make sure y'all check out the bars by my boy. All right? Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kalam, keep doing your thing, G.